If you're sick and tired of watching YouTube tutorial after YouTube tutorial on Google Ads and you're looking for something more concrete, then my friend, this is the perfect video for you. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a 52-week study plan to learn and master Google Ads, even if you're a newbie, even if you've never done this before. Now, this video is perfect for you if you're a business owner and you're looking to attract more clients and more sales, but you've never really used Google Ads before. And trust me, it's not going to take 52 weeks. I am not going to give you anything that takes that long. My promise to you is you'll have a brand new shiny ad setup within a week. But there are a lot of things that you need to learn about a platform, and obviously that's going to take a while longer. Last but not least, because I know what it's like to be a broke business owner working with a tiny budget, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include both paid resources and a lot of free resources that you can use so that you can boost your learning without having to spend a cent. So, if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. Now, if you're brand new here, my name is Devon Thomas. Welcome to Neptune Design. And what we do on this channel is we teach Google Ads in a very simple, easy to understand way without the complicated marketing lingo. Now, I am going to go through the study plan and I'm going to explain to you exactly why I included certain elements and how it all works. But what I need you to do is pause this video, go to the description, download the study plan so you can follow along with me. I'm going to be covering a lot and I don't want you to miss out on a single thing. I'll see you back here in a minute. All right, so I've got my study plan on my screen, and what I want to do with you is I want to explain to you each section, what you're going to get, and also why I created the sections this way. Now, there's going to be 4 main parts to this, right? So you got this beautiful guy here holding a laptop and he's telling you all about himself, and I'll leave you to read that. You've also got a motivational quote over here, and then you'll notice that this document is broken down into 4 steps. Step number 1, get going. Step number 2, get understanding. Step number 3, get better. And step number 4, get feedback. So let's go to step number 1. Now, in step number 1, I want you to get going. I've coached entrepreneurs, marketing agency owners. I've coached so many people with Google Ads from different countries, different walks of life. And the main thing that I see out there is people procrastinate. They use learning as a tool for procrastination. And I'll explain to you exactly what I'm talking about. You take YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video, and you convince yourself that if you watch enough YouTube videos, you'll be able to set up the perfect ad. So you just keep on watching YouTube videos. And eventually you've spent months, maybe even years, just watching YouTube videos and never really set up a Google ad for your business. Does that sound familiar? Or you could be a course addict, whereby you take a Skillshare course and then you take another course and then you take another course and then you never apply any of the knowledge that you've learned because you've convinced yourself that you kind of need to be perfect because you're spending money. It's something big and scary, so you just end up never running Google Ads. People do this with Skillshop certifications as well, Google Ads certifications as well. It's quite common. So the first thing we want to do is we want to snap you out of that procrastination cycle, and we actually want you to start running an ad. Now, as you can see in week number 1, your main priority is just to set up your ad and run it. And yes, I know you feel like you need to do keyword research and all of that stuff, but let's be honest over here. If you're not going to run your ad, you're not going to spend money. If you're not spending money, there's nothing at stake. So you're just going to keep on learning, and hopefully one day you'll set up the perfect ad. I don't want you to do that. I want you to run an ad straight away. Obviously, I'm going to give you the resources to show you how to set it up properly. But what I want you to do is start running the ad so that, and even if it's just $5 a day or $2 a day or $1 a day, I don't really care how much you spend. But what I want to do is get you into the habit of actually being in the Google Ads dashboard and running an ad. Because what that's going to do is it's going to accelerate your learning. Look, you can read as many textbooks as you want on swimming or on working out, But until you're actually in the gym and until you're actually in the water, it's just not going to make any sense to you. Google Ads is exactly the same, and that's why week number 1 and 2, I want you to launch your Google Ads. Now, there's a couple of other things that we're going to cover. Week number 3, I want you to understand the different campaign types, and I also want you to study copywriting like your life depends on it. Now, there are some wonderful books to study copywriting, but you really need to get a good understanding of copywriting because copywriting affects everything. It affects your landing pages, it affects your ads, and it affects your website, it affects your emails that you send the client. And at the end of the day, if you look at every single company on earth, every single company needs good ad copy, good website copy to get the client to say yes. And that is our ultimate goal. So that's a broad overview of step 1. Of course, I could go into so much more detail, but that's kind of why I created the study list. So that's our step 1. Let's talk about step 2. Step number 2 is where we focus on your understanding of Google Ads, your understanding of the bidding system, and we help you get good at optimization. Now, some of you might wonder, Devon, what is optimization? I go into my Google Ads account and I see a big Google Ads optimization score there. Well, I'm here to tell you that that big Google Ads optimization score, even if it's at 100%, it's kind of useless. And if you speak to any digital marketer that knows what they're doing, they'll tell you the same thing. What real optimization is I'll give you an example. If your leads in your business cost you $300, if you're able to reduce your cost per lead to $250, $220, then you have optimized your ad account. Optimization is getting rid of the places where our ads are wasting money and doubling down on the places where our ads are making our business money. And it's a big, complicated subject, and that's why I gave you a study guide. And also, what I want you to do is I want you to get used to the lingo. I want you to get used to practicing optimization, because this is the difference between the winners and losers with Google Ads. Look, I've coached a lot of people, like I said before, and some of them come off of Google partner agencies even. And they tell me, Devon, I know how to set up ads. I know how to run an ad campaign, but I've got no clue how to take an ad campaign that's actually losing money and get it to start making money. So don't feel alone in this. You're not the only person who is learning this now. And this is why I want to give you a detailed plan. So included in our plan is obviously you optimizing your campaigns every single week, but also you're going to learn some of the metrics that we digital marketers use when it comes to assessing the health of our campaign. So you need to know what average CPC is, what CTR is, what your cost per conversion is, what your conversion tracking is. You need to understand your top of page bids. I hope I'm confusing you with all of these words, but I hope I'm not scaring you, because I want you to go out and I want you to figure out what all of this stuff means. And once again, I've given you a ton of resources where you can basically go and you can basically learn everything, both free and both paid. So there's absolutely no excuse. So our step 2 is just getting good at understanding the platform and understanding what optimization is and practicing optimization. And by the way, the previous 2 sections, I've also got courses. So if you're an absolute beginner, I've got a course for absolute beginners, and you can just take that instead of the study guide. And I've also got my flagship course, Profitable PPC. What we do in Profitable PPC is we show you how to optimize campaigns. There's actually 5 hours of me optimizing a campaign. So just by the by, it's there, it's down in the description if you're interested, and you basically get to follow along, and we give you we'll give you little check-ins as well, where we check up on you and check that you are on track with your optimization. So I'm just dropping that in there. All right, so let's go on to step number 3. Step number 3, what we want to do in this section is we want to get better. Now, by this point, you already know what copywriting is. You already know what optimization is, and hopefully you've practiced optimization already. Now, what I really want you to do is get better at positioning your product and positioning your service. Now, you might be wondering, Devon, what exactly is positioning and why do I need it? I mean, if I'm a mechanic and I sell Gearbox services, like, isn't that my position? I'm kind of fixing gearboxes. That's my position. Well, marketing gets a little bit more intricate than that. You see, every product and every single service can be sold in a lot of different ways. I'll give you an example. We could sell tap water completely free, or we could bottle it up and make it cheap and sell the exact same water. Well, not the exact same water, it'll be bottled water, but we can sell it for a cheap price and we can have a lot of volume. That doesn't really need branding. But what happens if we want to take the same water and now we want to sell that water for $50 or $100? That's where branding and positioning come in. They allow us to sell the same product and the same service for a lot more money, and therefore we can actually market to less customers and make more money. Sounds strange, but follow me on this one. Once you learn what branding and positioning is and what it can do for your business, it's going to change the game for you, especially with advertising. And a perfect book to understand all of this stuff that'll take you from beginner to really knowing what positioning is in a very professional, understandable, comprehensible way, even if you're brand new, is this book called Zag. And no, I'm not a Zag affiliate. I am not selling you this book. I am just telling you to go and read this book because it's absolute gold. And there's another book by April Dunford. It's called Obviously Awesome. That's another one that allows you to understand how you packaging your service. So here's why this is so important. Remember how I said earlier that when somebody comes onto your website, they only stick around for 52 seconds? If you don't have the right wording, you're going to lose them. But did you also know that if you don't present your offer in a certain way, you're going to lose them as well? And the thing with business owners is most business owners are very humble people. We don't like to brag. We don't really like to talk to people about what we do. So when it comes time to write a good landing page or write a good ad, we're kind of still stuck in that humble mode where we don't really want to brag. Like, how many times have you gone to Google Ads and searched for electrician and all of them say exactly the same thing? Electrician, 13 years of experience. Qualified electrician, 20 years of experience. The average human being doesn't know the difference between those. And that's why you need Zag, so that somebody can understand why your product and service is different to all the other electricians or all the other businesses in the market. And if you want, just comment Zag in the comment section down below, and I'm going to make a full video about this book if I get enough comments that say Zag down in the video description below. All right, so for the grand finale, we've got all of this information right now, and we've applied all of these techniques. Last but not least, you want to get some feedback. Now, this feedback can come in terms of asking your friends and families to look at your website and your landing pages, but that, I'll be honest with you guys, that's a bad idea because your friends, your mom is just going to tell you your ads are beautiful, darling. Your mom is just going to tell you your website is beautiful, darling. Your dad's just going to tell you your ad wording is great. You need to talk to a serious professional. You need to talk to somebody who's ran ads before or works with Google Ads day in and day out, and they're going to advise you. Now, there's two routes that you can do this with. Number one, you can go to different forums, and in the study guide, I've listed a whole lot of forums that you can go to and you can get feedback. Another thing you can do is you can do paid mentorship. Now, I have a paid mentorship package, but you don't have to do it through me. You can do it through anyone on earth. You can go on Upwork, you can go on Fiverr, you can find anybody who's ran Google Ads, you can show them your ads and you can ask for feedback. But I do have a dedicated Google Ads mentorship plan as well. It's called the 90-Day Google Ads Accelerator, and basically you get 30 hours with me and you can ask me to look at your ads, look at your data, and tell me if you're doing a good job. So if you're interested in that, link is in the description below. The most important part about this section, when you get feedback on your ads, is to actually be not too critical of yourself, not too scared of what people are going to say. I want you to understand that everybody, even me, I've made so many stuff-ups with my Google Ads. I've made so many mistakes, but that's also why I can sit in front of you and tell you that I'm a Google Ads consultant, because I've made all of those mistakes. And now what I do is I help entrepreneurs fix those mistakes on a daily basis. So mistakes are good. Mistakes help you learn even faster. And when you are asking somebody who is a professional for their advice, for their opinion on your ads, I know that you spent your heart and soul working on them, but just have an open mind and just understand that they are advising you from a place of love. They're not trying to pick on you. So those are the 4 steps of the plan. Now, if you watch this video and you want to know how you can access my Google Ads study plan, all you really need to do is go to the link in the description down below and you can grab a free copy for yourself, and it includes all of those resources that I was talking about. Last but not least, I just want you to let me know which part of this video you really enjoyed. Just let me know down below in the comment section, or if I said anything that really resonated with you. Resonated with you. The parts you liked. Anyway, I'll be also down below in the comment section, and I pretty much reply to every single comment, so it won't be a wasted effort on your part. Last but not least, what I want you to do is hit like, subscribe, and share with a friend if you really enjoyed this video. And I also want you to check out this video where I talk about the 3 fastest ways that you can learn Google Ads. Till next time, I will see you. Peace.